Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 5 of our Minnesota Twins rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 27. As we speak, literally, episode 4 is uploading to YouTube. However, to get a little inside baseball, I'm starting this stream at 3:30 p.m. and the episode's been uploaded to YouTube for about 8 hours at this point. So, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. May have to cancel that and re-upload it overnight. We shall see. But our focus today, this is going to be a shorter episode. July has begun. We're going to get through a couple series, do the MLB draft, which is on the 11th, then get through the All-Star break. That is my plan. Probably looking around an hour, maybe hour and a half long episode. We'll see how things shake out there. Hopefully, there are no issues due to the fact that I'm both streaming and uploading at the same time. Sure, it'll be fine. All right, so off stream, I played through 3 series. Firstly, we swept the Rockies. Very good wins all around, including an extra innings win to finish off that series. We took 2 out of 3 from the Astros, shut them out twice, and then got shut out ourselves in game 3. And then took the series against the Yankees 2-3 in a 10-8, just hilarious game. Walker Jenkins, end of last episode, made his triumphant return to the outfield. He hit a 2-run homer against Camilo Duvall, which I'm sure Yankees fans are happy with, to give us that win. And so that brings us to a 48-43 record. We're looking pretty good at the moment. Problem is, both the Royals and especially the Guardians are on a hot streak as of late. If I actually flip to the Guardians really quick, look at their schedule. Since, let's see, this Astros series, they have won every series they played. They swept the Rangers and the White Sox, so they're playing very good baseball. And look who they have next. So this should be a fun little series here. A quick, just brief lineup update. As we saw, Walker Jenkins finally made his return. He's taking over in left field. So Austin Martin is going to drop to the bench. And, you know, he didn't do great. He didn't do as bad as he did before. I think that is key to keep in mind. Um, did okay. I think, unfortunately, the power is just never going to materialize. And so he needs to hit for contact. And 366 on base, you can live with that. But unfortunately, he has been relegated to the bench. He actually was a decent defender in left field. He had 3.5 zone rating, did have a negative arm, but no errors compared to the 3 he had in the infield. So I think if Austin Martin has a role in this team, it will be as a backup outfielder. Um, Elsewhere, as we discussed, in terms of contingency plans and things exploding, Taj Bradley has picked up a day-to-day shoulder injury. I think we should be okay. Mathematically, we've had the day off, and I think I can arrange my rotation to where he just won't need to pitch. He has what, 13 days off on the IL still, so I think we should be okay. He'll only miss 1, maybe 2 starts, depending on how the rotation looks post All-Star break. So shouldn't miss him all that much. I made the decision to call up Kendry Rojas, the Cuban prospect. So he is going to get probably 2 starts here. He will not face the Guardians, though. I am too afraid of that. So, without further ado, let us get right into game one. Never mind, postponed due to weather. Everyone gets back to back days off, and now we have a doubleheader. So, let's just go ahead and play game one as we do. Actually, let me make sure I didn't. All right, cool. Now, all four of my pitchers, or all four, I should say, four of my five pitchers are all ready to go. So Joe Ryan is going to lead us off here. Kalen Culpepper is going to get game one at second. And then we're going to have Cody Clemens in for Royce Lewis. I like to do a little platooning in both games of a doubleheader rather than just have five backups in one particular game. Guardians lineup looks pretty scary, but I'm not worried. Joe Ryan's got this. Never mind. Guardians take the lead. But Luke Keeschel and Matt Wallner aboard. Trevor Larnach, let's party. Hits it back up the middle. That'll do. I assume Luke Keeschel makes it home. He does, but they do get Matt Wallner at third. So we went from runners at first and second with one out to only a guy on first with two. No matter, though, Cody Clemens hits the ball into left, into the stands, 367 feet. Thank you, Cody. That'll play. We take a 3-1 lead. Very good, very good. All right, Joe. Oh, boy. Stephen Kwan, don't ruin my day. Oh, it got down in left field. What a terrifying camera angle. That was the stuff of nightmares. RBI double for Steven. CJ Kafus hits it to Culpepper, who can't field it. Oh, boy. Infield hit. That should have been an error. Jose Ramirez now hits it to the outfield wall. That would have been a home run if the stadium designer had any sense. 5-3. Well, not Joe Ryan's best day. That should have been an error. I'm stunned that the AI didn't call that an error. Well, we have some work to do. Down by a pair. Oh, dude, this is game one of a doubleheader. I cannot have like 5 bullpen arms go. You're going to need to get outs, buddy. All right, he gets Rocchio. That helps. Christian Franklin pops up. Very good. Pitch count is staying low this inning. Austin Hedges hits it into left. Oh, did that look as depressing for you as it did for me? Walker Jenkins' dive failed miserably. I mean, I'm going to keep Joe Ryan in. Like, I can't burn the bullpen that much. How many pitches is he at now? 77. He's staying out there. Like, I have an entire series to worry about, and I have two pitchers with above 90% stamina right now. Like, at a certain point, you got to think about the series. He gets CJ Kafis to pop up. I will let him face Jose Ramirez. Hits it up. Very good from Culpepper. I'll let him face Manzardo. All right, he gets him looking. All right, that'll be it for Joe Ryan. I'm glad I was able to get another inning of work out of him. Really happy with that. I'm going to switch up my plan. I'm going to bring in the lefty. Plan is backfired. Runners at the corners, no outs. Rocchio hits it into right, and that is off the wall. Oh, boy. Who knew that playing the Guardians while they were red hot could be a problem? Who knew? Who could have possibly foreseen? I mean, same thing with Joe Ryan. Like, oh boy, y'all, he's killing me. Don't walk Austin Hedges. Thank you. He's got me one out, and he's already at 18 pitches. There we go. Stephen Kwan. It's at the short. The throw home is bold. They do get Arias at home. I love the decision from Brooks Lee there, and Kafis strikes out to end the inning. That could have been so much worse. Let's see if they just want to walk Luke. Nah. All right, never mind. Swing and a miss from Luke. All right, Matt Wallner, give me some runs for pride. He hits it up to right and gone. He gets me some runs for pride. 405 feet, his 15th home run on the season. We cut the lead to 2. It's not nothing, but I think my chief concern is just the bullpen. Good single there from Larnick. Cody Clemens hits it up, but that's going to get caught in the mist. I know this is supposed to be rain. Like, I understand that. However, it just doesn't look like rain. Just looks like fog or a mist. Which I get. You can't really animate rain in a game that has the graphics from the early 2000s, but still. All right, let's see if we can get Manzardo. Yes, he can. Do I want him to face Chase DeLauder? Yes, I do. Full count. Blow it by him. And he walked him. All right, that'll be it for Cody. We'll bring in David Festa to face Gabriel Arias. Is it Arias? It might be a walk. Guys, these full count walks are actually killing my bullpen. There we go. Swing and a miss. Okay. Anything fun for us in the 6th? Nope. The Guardians have a men on. It's Austin Hedges. But we get Stephen Kwan to ground out. I'll take that. CJ Kafis strikes out looking. That'll probably be it for Festa. Yeah, he's on 33 pitches. We're going to get Montgomery warming up. Oh, suddenly the fog has gone, and it's the most beautiful day any of us have ever seen. Oh, I love the graphics in this game sometimes. Luke Keeschel flies out. Not great. And Matt Wallner hits it up to right. That'll be caught as well. Yeah, that's a shame. I really will hope to go deeper in that inning because now Buxton, Keeschel, and Wallner may not go up again in this game. All right, Montgomery, the 8th is yours. I do not care that you allowed a double to Jose Ramirez and then walked Chase DeLauder. If anything, it was probably a single to Jose, but whatever. Gets Gabriel swinging. You got to get Rocchio, dude. Hit to Clemens. Good throw to second there. All right. We go to the 8th. 2 runs to tie it up. Larnick with the most depressing run any of you have ever seen. Nothing for us there. God, I'm going to have to use so many bullpen arms. Let's see if I can get Franklin at least. Thank you, sir. Very good. All right, now I'm going to go Cole Sands. All right, here we go. We're going to pinch hit here. Royce Lewis is going to get the bat for Culpepper. At this point, I'm going for a solo shot, and then we just keep the party moving. Royce Lewis swing and a miss. Brooks Lee hits it up, but that's going to be caught easily by Stephen Kwan. All right, Buxton's our last out. A walk here would be lovely. He swings, though, right to third. Easy throw. We lose game 1, 7-5. I mean, again, Joe Ryan, as I've said, He's a lot better this year than his numbers. Like 4.55 ERA. His expected ERA is 2.7. He has a 1.16 WHIP. Like he's just had some bad games in there. You know, Larnach, Clemens obviously had the home run. Matt Wallner had the homer. But yeah, we just couldn't climb out of that hole. All right. We will move on to game 2 with Mick Abel on the mound. Let's see here. I'm going to give Buxton the game off. We're going to move Walker Jenkins to center field. Austin Martin will take left. Und then, actually, I kind of want Larnach to DH both games, so I'll leave him in there to DH. All right, let's rock. Mick Abel on the mound for game 2 of the doubleheader. Parker Messick for the Guardians. Young prospects. He's 24, 25. Well, compared to game 1 of the doubleheader, this has been very boring. But Gio Urshela is on second. Brooks Lee flies out to left. And ground out there, nothing doing. All right, Mick, let's keep it going. There we go. Clean fourth. Runners at the corners. Bo Naylor is up. I believe in him. Naylor hits it into right, and it's down at the warning track. That'll score at least 1, likely 2. Yep. That is also the downside. Like, Matt Wallner has decent defensive ratings. His range is a 1.5, and he has a -8 zone rating. Like, he has done terrible in right field this year, which is very depressing to think about. Stephen Kwan goes down looking. All right, we have a runner. Royce Lewis is on second. Carantini hits it up and down in front of right field. I am not running on Stephen Kwan. You must be insane. And Brooksley struck out anyway. All right. We're going to get Julian Merriweather warming up, but I do not have a healthy bullpen right now. So if Mick could get me the 6th, I would be very happy. But something tells me Jose Ramirez will ruin my plan. All right, 2 quick outs, keeping the pitch count relatively low. Never mind, full count. Manzardo, swing and a miss. Very good outing from Mick Abel. We like that a lot. There we go. Austin Martin gets it down and right. Let's keep it moving. Swing and a miss from Luke Keeschel. Come on, Matt Wallner, redeem yourself. Nope. And Larnach flies out. Leadoff single and then back-to-back Ks. Can it get any worse? I ask you. All right. Mick Abel's day is done. Did really well. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, only 1 walk and 6 Ks. I'll take that. And Merriweather immediately allows a solo shot to Chase DeLauter. Not good. It's a shame because Merriweather, ever since we called him up from AAA, has been awesome. Like, in 28 innings, his ERA is sub-1. Like, come on. Oh, boy. Nope, we're fine. It's always those insane high arc hits that makes me think it's going to space. Merriweather's getting fatigued. You know, you're telling me. I'm going to have Taylor Rogers pitch in a non save situation here, which I don't love, but here we are. Anything in the bottom of the eighth? No, sir. We do have a run, so we're not getting shut out at least. Here's Larnick. Hits it into center. That's down. All right, we're going to pinch run for Larnick. Get Culpepper in the game. And I am going to run on Bo Naylor. There we go. Culpepper gets there. All right, Royce. Grounder to third. That does not help me at all. All right, Walker Jenkins is our last out. And he struck out on 3 pitches. We lose both games, the doubleheader. Yeah. I mean, that game we had 5 hits, left 13 men on. Not great. And that doubleheader sucks because now I'm going through the entire Angels series with like 2 healthy pitchers. All right, we're going to sim the finale of the Guardian series, come what may. Hey, we got to win 6-5. 4-hit day for Luke Keeschel, including a home run to his name. That'll play. Aaron Buxton had 2 hits. That's good for him. Looks like Prelip got hit a little bit. David Festa having 9 wins out of the bullpen is pretty funny. Yeah, I have a feeling this season is just going to be a wash for Connor Prelip, and it's all about finding the best role for him. Ryan Burr pitched 2 innings. We signed this dude to a minor league contract like right before the start of the season, and he's been awesome. Like he's worth 1 WAR, 3.35 ERA, 108 WHIP. He's been great. I know it says possible arbitration. I think he is going to get ARB. Yeah, he is going to get ARB, which is fine. I mean, he's 32, just turned 32 a month ago, so I'll be able to get at least 1 more good year out of him. All right, well, 1 out of 3 to a red hot Guardians team. So be it. They're now tied atop the division. I think now we're just trying to keep pace. And we face the LA Angels, who I believe, last I checked, were the worst team in baseball. They're not. They're the 3rd worst. The Nationals only have 30 wins. That's tough. All right. Kendry Rojas making his MLB debut. I want to rest some of the guys that played in both doubleheader and last game. So I think I'm going to give Larnick the day off. Gio Urshela is going to DH. Walker Jenkins is batting 4th because I'm a menace. Culpepper can take 2nd. Cody Clemens is going to take Luke Keeschel's spot. Everything else is fine. Let's rock and roll. Kendry on the mound, making his MLB debut. I think he's going to become a good pitcher. My fear is he's destined to be a reliever. He only has 45 stamina, probably only going to end up with 2 good pitches. But hey, we're going to give him a couple games here, see what he can do. And the Angels have already scored. Very rude. Oh, that's bad. Well, that sucks. I don't really have a healthy bullpen, and my starter just picked up a knock. Actually, if I play Zebby Matthews out of the pen, I would have to call someone up from AAA, but I would put Kendry on the IL anyway. Yep. We are going to have Zebby Matthews enter the game as a reliever, technically. He's going to pitch. No pressure, Zebby. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. I believe in you. Ooh. There we go. Jenkins and Royce Lewis are aboard. Brooks Lee lines out to center. That helps me none. Jeffers grounds out. Yeah, I think, and I talked about this last episode, I think as I get closer to the trade deadline, my desire to trade Ryan Jeffers will only increase. Gio Urshela hits it down the line. That'll score one, and it'll score another. Royce Lewis just hurt his hand. Bruised finger. Ooh. Okay. I mean, I can't make this sub until we go in on defense anyway. Quit injuring my players. We did see last episode that the short term injury frequency I think is set to like high. I might drop it down because we're seeing a lot of in-game injuries that I think is starting to get into the unrealistic territory. All right, so Royce Lewis is done. Haven't really played Austin Martin at third. Let's do it, huh? We're gonna have Austin Martin take over. Yep. We're gonna have him play third. All right, Zebby, let's keep moving. There we go. Wallner and Walker Jenkins are aboard. Let's go. Austin Martin. And he pops it up to second base. Brooks Lee strikes out. We just can't punish. Jeffers takes a walk. Use Urshela. Please. Yeah, swing and a miss. I think the problem with like Urshela is the problem with trading him is he's just rated so terribly. Like he has 40 overall in potential. He's obviously hitting the ball lights out right now, but he still doesn't have that much value to where I could consider a team giving me like a decent enough prospect in return. Culpepper's on second for Cody Clemens. And down goes Clemens. Come on, Matt. Nope. I think that is the problem with having both Trevor Larnach and Matt Wallner is Larnach is terrible outfielder. Wallner isn't that much better because even with a 70 arm, somehow his arm is negative 1.6. I might try him in left field, maybe, to see if, that makes a difference, but I don't know. Jorge Soler hits it up to right. Wallner is there. All right, so I got 5 innings out of Zebby, which I think is definitely worth kind of burning him for tomorrow. I'll just call someone else up from AAA. Suddenly, I'm just running out of pitchers. There we go. Austin Martin gets aboard. Come on, Brooks Lee. Do something. You know what? He did. Never can Brooks Lee be accused of not doing something. 398-foot home run. That'll play. Ryan Jeffers gets it down. All right. And we really need Ryan Jeffers to start hitting well because he realistically only has like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks left on this team. So I'd appreciate it if he could start doing well. Culpepper? Oh, I thought we had a Kalen Culpepper home run, but alas, no dice. Very good there. From Buxton, horrendous camera view, as I always say. I do wonder if it has something to do with my display settings. That like so many things are just janky like that. I hope that's not what it is, because there's no real fix for the fact that I have a monitor. All right, Mason Montgomery's going to come in just for the sixth. Oh boy. Well, he allows a run, but he gets through it. I'm going to let him face Zach Neto. And he walked him. All right, that's it for Montgomery. We'll go to Cole Sands. You got this, buddy. See? I was never worried. It's a lie. I was terrified. The other problem with having, oh no, with having, Wallner and Larnick is that Gio Urshela is not been a great second baseman. He's made 7 errors, -3.5 zone rating. So, like, I'd like for him to DH, but then my outfield is worse. I am not gonna run. Bases loaded, 1 out. We're up by 6. Let's trust Buxton. And he struck out. That's what I get. And Cody Clemens grounds out. If we lose this game by 1, we can look to this moment. All right. Cole Sands, can you get me Grisham, please? And he walked him. Can you get me Travis Darnett, please? Oh, my God. Case in point, I know it's not Gio Urshela, it's Kalen Culpepper, but, like, I just can't win sometimes. Justin Tapa, good luck. Neither of them scored. We're awesome. Brooks Lee, 2 men on. Hits it up to center. That should be deep enough to score Walker Jenkins. 4-run game. Jeffers grounds out to end the fun, but we do get an insurance run. Ideally, Justin can get me this inning. If there's trouble, we got Merriweather warming up. Immediately a leadoff double. Very nice. Joe Adele pops up. Like, my poor bullpen is fighting for its life. Cavadas strikes out. Jorge Soler, a home run threat to be sure, strikes out looking. All right, good win. We win 7-3. Special shout out to Zebby Matthews for having to come in there after Rojas got popped. Okay, let us advance the day so that everyone pitches. Now, I don't have a healthy pitcher. Kendry is going on the IL. Yeah. Had I not put Taj Bradley on the IL, he would have been ready. Can I cheese it? No. Dang. All right. So yeah, that is kind of a mistake by me because Bradley would have been able to play this game. So as far as Josh Bell's healthy again. Neat. As far as starters go, I need 1 start. Good God, no. Jose Davila, I think, would be the best option. CJ Culpepper, I fear he's going to get killed. But I don't really have another option. Yeah. All right. We are going to call up CJ Culpepper. He's going to get the spot start here. Josh Bell is back, which creates a problem, but it's a problem I don't want to deal with until after this game. So let us play the game first, and then we'll go from there. How long is Royce Lewis hurt for? Oh, 1 day. Okay. So he can sit. Cody Clemens can take third. Walker Jenkins is doing really well. I'm going to give Brooks Lee the day off. Culpepper can take short, which is actually his better defensive position, believe it or not. And then I'll give Vic Carantini the at-bat at catcher. All right, CJ Culpepper on the mound, making his MLB debut. I have low expectation. Yep, Angels already on the board. It's fine. Solo shot Byron Buxton. Solo shot Matt Wallner. We're in business. Uh-oh. We're okay. Ignore the fact that Culpepper's already almost in the orange. There we go. Come on, Larnick, bring him home. He hits it up to center. That does not have enough on it. Caught pretty handedly. Come on, Culpepper, you got this. Get Josh Lowe. Ooh, nope. 2-run shot to right. Tie ball game. I'm going to leave him in to get Nolan Shanuel. He could not, in fact, get him. So there goes that. All right. I mean, I don't have a bullpen for this. Can he get Zach Neto? No. I should have pulled him 2 batters ago. I really need to have a quicker hook for starters. I also completely forgot to mess with the injury frequency, but that's fine. Jenkins and Clemens are aboard for Gio Urshela. Flies out to right. Might be deep enough. Yep, it does move Clemens. Line drive gives us the lead. Carantini instead hits into a very depressing double play. All right, Merriweather, give me the inning. Thank you. All right, runners at the corners. Luke Keeschel up to the bat. Oh, boy. All right, they walk the bases loaded for Trevor Larnach, looking to impress. Hits it into right. That's down. Should score 2. Very good. We're up 5-3 with Cody Clemens up, and he strikes out looking. Thanks for playing, Cody. Walker Jenkins also strikes out looking. So we do get 2 runs, but that really should have been more. All right, Jose Siri. Sent to center. Caught by Buxton. I'll let him face Josh Lowe, and that'll be it. All right, gets him to line out. That'll be it for Merriweather. 2 innings. No hits, no one runs. Walked a guy and struck out 3. Well, that'll do. Oh, and Burr has allowed runners at the corners. But he strikes out Yoan Moncada. All good. Does Moncada start with the Angels? He does. Interesting. No, he was on the Angels last year. That just completely went through my brain. All right, our 2 slowest guys are on base. Just in time for Culpepper to strike out. Luke Keeschel gets it down. Very good, sir. We're up 6-3. Matt Wallner to the dish. And he lines up second. But we do get an extra run. That'll help. Ryan, I get that you're fatigued. I don't care. Get Logan out. Thank you. All right, that'll be it for him. Cody Funderburk is coming in. Good man. Can you give me the eighth? Thank you. Now, who do I want even attempting this next outing? I don't even know myself. There we go. 2-run shot, Vic Carantini. Okay. Oh boy, even more guys are aboard. We're having fun now. Never mind, the fun is over. Keishel struck out. Let's get a sub in. Austin Martin can pinch hit here. And he struck out. We'll get a sub here too. Let's give Ryan Jeffers a bat. And he hits it down in left. That will score 9-3. Clemens walks. And Jenkins strikes out. The strikeouts are a problem with Walker Jenkins. Those are a problem. We're gonna move Walker Jenkins to right. Austin Martin takes left. All right, Cody. I'm gonna get Toppa warming up. But ideally he can just get me the outs. So never mind. Jorge Soler gets it through. I'm gonna let him face Logan. There we go. Struck him out looking. Vaughn Grisham, the last out. Lines out to short. We get the win 9-3. Very good. I only had to use 3 bullpen arms there. That's huge. 4-hit day. Byron Buxton, I think his cold spell is officially over. Very happy with that. Bottom of the order, clutched it. Bullpen did great. Very good. Okay, so now before the draft, we have a problem. And it's called, what do I do about Josh Bell? Because I think that the smart, as I realize I have fielding stats up right now, I think the smart thing to do would be send Austin Martin down to AAA. Larnick takes left. Walker Jenkins becomes a backup. And then Josh Bell can DH for a bit. I think that's the smart thing. Part of me, in all honesty, just wants to trade Josh Bell. Who wants him? All right, we do have some suitors. I think we're just going to trade him. Like, realistically, he's done okay. He had kind of started to turn a corner and then got injured, unfortunately. But I like the way our lineup looks. Justin Verlander. Now we're talking. They have Luis Gil as a closer. No comment. To be fair, I could maybe have him be a starter. Not a lot of options, I must admit. What if I say, like, just prospects? No. Rincon is a maybe. Kent ain't bad. I'll circle back. Who do I like more between the two? think I like Kent more. Ooh, Francisco Vieiro. Villorio? Villorio. I don't know what word I said there. I like him. He can play any outfield position. He's going to have great power. The strikeouts are definitely a problem, but 19 years old, I like that a lot. Let's look at the Mets. Gearton, no. The control is not great. Thornton, no. DeAndre Smith, no. I have guys like him. Nick Morabito ain't bad, but he would be just another AAA guy that, I mean, he's not doing well in AAA thus far. He is a leader tendency. Like him as a fourth outfielder, I think would be great. But I do have a handful of guys that can fill that role already. Eli Serrano, pretty similarly. I think I'm going to trade him for Francisco Villorio. And here's just me being kind of greedy. Can I also get Caden Kent? Can I get them both? What do you mean you're weighing the pros and cons of this? You said you wanted him. I mean, I can trade him Jonathan Stevens. Like, you said you wanted it. I mean, Valorio, I know we only have average scouting on him, but Josh Bell, I think, obviously we're not resigning him. We were always going to trade him. This way we get something in return. Losing Jonathan Stevens is kind of meh. He has the potential for have 4 good pitches, but control's not going to be there. So yeah. All right, we're going to do the deal. Josh Bell is gone. We have sent him to the Yankees. Francisco Villorio has arrived. Let me get a fresh scouting report on him. And where do I want him? I'm going to start him in the Florida State League and see how he does there. That might come back to bite me, but we'll see. All right, we no longer have a roster issue. Woohoo! Okay, where was the injury setting that I keep forgetting exists? Aha, short injury frequency, I'm dropping to normal. I think I've seen too many injuries mid-game. Okay. So, it is time for the draft. We have, for anyone's reference, pick number 3. Let's get this party started. Obviously, Jackson Fioria is the top prospect, as he should be. Who do the White Sox take? Grady Emerson and Harrington. I mean, we can get Fioria. The problem is he wants $1 bajillion. I don't know if that counts as the. Oh, my filter is still on. Whoops. What do you mean this guy's 80 potential and he wants no money whatsoever? Noted. I mean, we also only have average scouting accuracy on him, but he's Jackson Flora. He's going to be really good. The problem is he wants a $9.5 million. Yeah, and the slot for this pick is just under 8. I think I'm terrified. I mean, in terms of needs, like we need everything, really. I think the only thing we don't need is a college outfielder because I have 3 outfielders in AAA right now that can play. I have another in high A that's going to get. I need to call up Brendan Winokur. Yeah, he's to go double A. I think that's the only thing we don't need in the early rounds is college outfield. Everything else, fair game. So, to that end, of the six players that have 80 potential, a lot of them are very high. Who was mocked to me? Bo Peterson. I mean, Jacob Lombard would be good, but he wants 9.5 million. And at some point, you know, can't spend all of our money. And he's right. He is indeed right. I think I'm leaning toward a pitcher. I think, especially with a lot of injuries we've had and other such, I think I'm leaning towards a pitcher. And I think Flora, Schmidt, and Contreras are too expensive. That leaves me Hurst, Duncan, or Coppola. Where is Coppola even? Wow. Okay. So I keep clicking that. They introduced way too many screens to the draft. I don't know why they did. All right. I think I'm in the camp. I mean, but Jackson Flora is Jackson Flora, to be fair. Like, I get the signability for us is going to be tough, but come on. The average scouting accuracy is what scares me a bit. Carson Wiggins just doesn't have the control. I think that's my chief issue overall. John Duncan, I think, projects to be the best. It's just he's very young right now. I think Sean Duncan is probably the pick. I think we hope his control potential's out. He's going to have 3 elite pitches. Personality is fine. I think Sean Duncan is the pick. We are going to draft and meet his requested demand. All right. Giants take Roach, Lombard. The Royals get Jackson Flora. All right, let's just auto draft to our next pick. Kyle Johnson is still available. Oh, that's kind of funny. Coppola is still there. So is Park Detmers. My problem with Park Detmers is just his velo is in the tank. But Coppola's also still there, man. Let's compare those two. I don't care about right now. So potentially Coppola is going to have better stuff, specifically a better changeup and a great sinker, whereas Park Demeters is going to have a slightly better curveball and a decent fastball. The idea of getting a guy that doesn't have a fastball is kind of fun, to be clear. I like Park Detmers, though. The other problem with Coppola is like the accuracy on his control is very low and the stuff. So he could be a bust. Whereas Detmers, outside of the home run allowed, like even if this is really a 50 instead of a 60 potential, I think we're okay. I think I'm going to take Detmers. We're going to double dip. We're going to go pitching twice. Now let's shift gears and look at hitters. So, yeah, again, We'll take anyone, but college outfield is probably not where I want to go. Henry Ford's available. Why do they have him? He plays third for Tennessee. That's a little annoying that he doesn't have any third base positional rating because that's what he plays for Tennessee. Also, they gave him the worst personality class in the game. Never mind. There goes that plan. Will Brick, catching prospect? I mean, yes. We don't know his bonus demand, and his signability for us is impossible. Let me actually look here at the pool to see. Yeah, okay. So he simply will not sign. He's committed to going to college. Fair enough. In that case, we turn our attention to Will Booth. Very good hitter. Unfortunately, we know the avoid K isn't great, but he's got good speed. Defensively, he's solid. Just turned 18. Think that'll be the pick. God, there is so many buttons. Also, kind of cool working as a baseball scout and doing a lot of college games and then seeing players that you've scouted on here, which is why I think it's silly that Henry Ford is listed as a first baseman. All right, we're going to meet Eric Boots' demand, get him in the building. Will Brick is still there. If Brick is still there by our 6th round pick, I'm going to take him. I kind of want to take Henry Ford just to have him in our organization. The personality, though, is what's annoying me quite a bit. That's the that's the problem. CJ Weinstein, unfortunate name. The only thing I know for certain is he has a good eye. Everything else is shaky. I don't love that. Matt. Ooh, Matt Ponatowski, 30, or excuse me, he's 18 years old. Personality isn't great, but good defender. And we know that most of the batting ratings are real. I think that's the pick. He's worth, he wants a decent amount of money. That's not nothing. Rick is still there, by the way. All right, let's go back to pitchers. Deverman, ooh, he's in the draft league. How's he doing? Not doing great. He doesn't have great stuff. I would love it, but we have very low accuracy on the control. So that's kind of an automatic no for me. Hayden Lopez. Hmm. He could two-way. He could two-way. That could be fun. I think that's fun. Let's take the two-way kid. All right. There we go. Yoink. All right. Now I think. Is there anyone right now that's no? Okay. Will Brick is still there. I said I would take him in the 6th round. I'm not taking him in any of the first 5. That's just asking for trouble. Hudson Barrett, I think, is a no. Is there anyone outside of Brick that's still there? Oh, he also has impossible assignability. That would be why. Aiden Robertson. Juco. He's not bad. Let's take a closer look. So we have very low accuracy on his control. So all we know is that the prevent BAPIP is going to be below average, or average, I should say. Movement is going to be about average. I'm a little hesitant. Let's go back to batters here. Trey Broussard. Now we're talking. I mean, this is his bat. We have very high on the stuff that matters. We know the power's not real, but that's okay. Great defensively. Get him in the building. And I know he's a college bat in the sense that he was JUCO, but or no, excuse me, he was a college junior, but he's only 20, so that's fine. All right, if Will Brick is still there in my next pick, I'm taking him. All right, he went. Who took him? Astros. Of course, they would do such a tragic thing. All right, so right now I've gone 3 high school, well, really 4 because Caden Lopez was just a very old senior. So 4 high school, 2 college. Let's look at catchers specifically since we weren't able to get Brick. Dylan Moss at a high school. What do we know? The gap power is going to be okay. Void K is good. I mean, he's not bad. He's only 18, but not that bad. Looks like a lot of the high potential guys are kind of out the door. Yeah. Arcamone. Arcamone? Let's go with Arcamone. Not great defensively. However, the bat accuracy is pretty good. He did well in draft league, though I'm really worried that the walks disappeared and the Ks remained about the same. Hey, Brady Murrieta. I drafted him in my Colorado Rockies rebuild. He became my backup catcher for a few years. He seems to be rated a touch worse in this game. I mean, I'll take him. Like, we have very high accuracy on his contact stuff. Defensively, we know he's good for it. There we go. Brady Murrieta. Done. Does that feel like cheating? No, not really. All right. Let's look at college bats. Let's see if we can get anyone. I mean, Henry Ford is still there, dude. I'm going to take him. I accept he has bad personality and probably just wants an amount of money that I won't be able to match. But, like, come on. At a certain point, I might as well take the swing. Looking at the rest of the bats. And it's not the most impressive list in the world. Andrew Williamson, UCF, did pretty good in draft league, though again, the walks disappeared. Ks were down though. His avoid K is probably worse than we think, but I think that's still worth taking a shot on him. Let's do it. No. For a second, I was like, then like, no. All right, same idea. Let's look at college pitchers. Any like good relievers that I can just chuck into my team and now? Well, if only I had the scouting accuracy on any of his stuff. I have found the hole. Wow, he's going to have three great pitches and not know where to throw them. Justin Lee might not be a bad shout. We have average accuracy on his stuff, which is a little annoying. The control might be terrible. Joe Allen, we don't know a lot. Zach Bates only has two good pitches. Yeah. It's not the most impressive list. I think I should have gone reliever maybe a touch earlier. I think I'm going to take Justin Lee. My fear with Miller Green is I just have no information. I mean, I might take them both. If he's still there next, I'll take him. Yep. All right. I'm taking them both. All right. That gets me through 10 rounds. And that is all I will do. So we are going to finish the rest of the draft. Get that done. Go to my transaction log really quick. Looks like picks 6 through 10 all signed. Wait a minute. No, he refused. Oh wait, no, I didn't take him because someone went in the 6 for that. Yeah, yeah. I'm caught up. All right, Brady Murrieta in the building. Obviously, if you watch my Colorado Rockies rebuild, you know, he went through our program, became our backup catcher for a couple years. The bat, unfortunately, never really developed, but we'll see what he can do for us. All right, Henry Ford did sign. Annoyingly, he has a terrible personality. I don't quite know how. And he doesn't have any third base ability, which is frustrating. Andrew Williamson is signed. Really happy with him. Justin Lee, you should not be in rookie ball. What if I just throw you into the Midwest League? That might actually work. I'm going to throw him into high A and essentially keep him there the rest of the season. Same thing with Miller. Oh, ooh, Miller Green. Is he ready for? I think I'll also start Miller Green there. No. We're not going to use him as a two-way player. Like the potential of his bat is nowhere near good enough for that to be an option. Did I remember to add Justin Lee to the list? Yes, okay. All right, so the AI took Preston Prince, high stuff, horrendous control, college arm. Think you can go to Class A Fort Myers. Actually, let's send him to high A. High A is just getting a bajillion reinforcements right now. Ryan Cooney, infielder, looks okay. Benton Deverman, yeah, looks like the AI really likes their starting pitchers. I'm gonna recall him from his draft league and send him to high A. So this will cause the AI to do some really weird things with players. So I think off stream we'll have to take a look and maybe move some guys around. All right, so we're still waiting on our first 6 guys to sign. We'll see if we can get them. Let's advance the day. Oh, all right. Eric Booth has signed. That's one of our second round guys in the building. I think I'm going to move him to left field. And then, yeah, he's obviously starting in rookie ball. And he'll just make his way up. I like him a lot. Mike Pontonowski has signed. Very good. I mean, the 70 arm, he's definitely third base. I think that goes without saying. Very good prospect. I think the fact that we only have a low scouting accuracy on his eye is a bit annoying, but I like him a lot. And we got a fresh scouting report on Francisco Villorio. I mean, he doesn't look bad. The I and avoid K only being average is a bit annoying, but he's essentially a worse version of Matt Wallner. Like, if I compare him to what Matt Wallner is now, he is a worse version of Matt Wallner. So, not the end of the world. I think we hoped he'd look a little bit better in the scouting report, but so be it. All right, All-Star fan voting results are in. Let's look at the rosters in the American League. Brooks Lee is the only Minnesota Twin. Byron Buxton does not make it. He did get injured in there. That could be why. Jahmai Jones of the Tigers makes it in. Holy mackerel. What's his splits against lefties? Yep. That's real, folks. Good for him. Good for him. But yeah, Brooks Lee is the only Twin to make it in the All-Star game. It's a little surprising. But it's insanely hard in the American League, especially, to make it in there as a hitter. Yeah, Luis De Leon, my friend. That man right there was the ace for my Colorado Rockies. About 8 years. It was wonderful. All right, let us play the finale against the Angels. Do I have a... Right. Because the doubleheader, I don't have anyone that's healthy for this. Man, my decision to put Taj Bradley on the IL. I mean, at the time, it was the correct decision because I needed someone to pitch those middle games, but it is doomed us. All right, here's what we're going to do. CJ Culpepper is going back to AAA. And Travis Adams and the worst stuff any of us have ever seen in baseball is getting the spot start. This could be the worst thing any of us have ever seen. All right, so out of respect for him making the All-Star game, we're going to give Brooks Lee the day off. Culpepper is going to take short. And then everyone else, I think, is just going to play because I rotated a bit in this Angel series already. All right, Travis, the bar is literally in hell. Clean first inning, we're okay. Oh, boy. Oh no. How long? Oh, mild hamstring strain, 3 days. We're okay. We are okay. This can't keep happening to me. I just turned the frequency down. All right, Austin Martin's going to be the pinch runner and probably going to take over in left, and I'll just move Walker Jenkins. Man. Well, I mean, had Buxton made the All Star game, he wouldn't have been able to go now. There we go. Trevor Larnach, 2-run shot, 399 feet. That'll play. And Royce Lewis strikes out to end that. Walker Jenkins. Swinging and a miss. All right. Well, we're up 3-0. Walker Jenkins is going to take center. Austin Martin goes to left. All right, Travis Adams, let's go. Solo shot from Yon Moncada. You know what? It's happened to many a Tigers pitcher. So I cannot blame you. Very good from Culpepper. That's the thing about Culpepper, and the benefit of keeping him in is he is the only guy I have outside of Brooks Lee that can play shortstop. He is the only one. Like Austin Martin has been bad in the infield this year. Cody Clemens, obviously, that's a non-starter. It can only be Culpepper. So if anything happens to Brooks Lee, we're in trouble. All right, up 4-1. Come on, Travis. Oh boy. Yo, Moncada, don't do this to the kid. Don't do it to him. Swing and a miss. We're okay. Anything for us in the third? No dice. Nothing for the Angels in the fourth. Walker Jenkins is aboard for Gio Urshela, who hits it deep to left and gone. Your daily reminder that in real life, the Twins DFA'd Gio Urshela like 2 days ago. Meanwhile, for me, he just has an 865 OPS, 7 home runs. He's going crazy. And the funny thing is, we probably won't be able to trade him because his rate is just his overall and his potential is a 40. Like, a smart AI would look at his numbers and be like, there's no way he keeps that going. And yet he has kept it going. All right. I'm gonna get David Festa warming up, but let's see if I can get the fifth out of Adams. And I do. Look at that for Travis Adams. Gave me 5 decent innings. Is he immediately going down to AAA after this? Yes, but the point still stands. That is what happens when I have 4 starters on the IL right now. Quit hitting my players. That is wild. Like, we're, whatever, I think it was like 4 games above 500 in the wild card hunt. And I'm doing this with 4 injured starters. Oh, what a time to be alive as we score on the wild pitch. This seems like it'll be a blowout from our side of things. 7-1 Twins. Thank you, Travis Adams, for your service. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 Ks. Very good from him. We'll bring on David Festa for the 6th. Clean. Thank you, sir. Nothing for us in the 6th. Uh-oh. David, I'm going to need you to control yourself and get Zach Neto out. And he does. We're okay. We are A-okay. All right. I'm going to bring in Cody Clemens to bat for Luke Keeschel here. 1 for 10 pinch hitting. It's fine. Now he's 1 for 11. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other backups with the Bryce Buxton injury. So these guys are going to have to stay in. Larnick advances the runner. That was phenomenal camera work. Very good. They walk Royce Lewis. Walker Jenkins, come on. They walk him too. Bases loaded. Let's pinch hit here. Get Vic Caratini the bat. See if we can get a pinch hit grand slam. All right, they walk him too. 8-1 to our side. Gio Urshela. The Magic. Not quite magical. Not quite. All right. So yeah, Cody Clemens goes to first. Carantini to catch. Justin Tapa is tiring. So let me flip it around. Get Cole Sands in here. He can take the 8th. Clean from him, very good. He is pretty tired though. I'll just get Tapa in. We have like 3 days off with the All-Star break, so I'm not too worried about these guys' stamina. There we go. All right, we take the finale and the series from the Angels. Win an 8-1. Very good from the offense. Travis Adams with a spot start, 5 good innings. We'll take that and we'll like it. All right. So now we get, who do I get back first? We get Bradley back in 8 days. Sounds good. All right, so now I'm just going to sim through all the All-Star break shenanigans. Gunnar Henderson won the home run challenge. And Caden Lopez is signed. That's our 4th round pick. I'm definitely going to want a scouting report on him because I need to know if him being a two-way is actually plausible. If it's not, then we shouldn't have him do it at all in the minors. All right, All-Star game. Oh, good. All right, All-Star game. The American League wins. Let's go. Brooks Lee pinch hit for Andres Jimenez, walked, and did not appear on defense. Nice. Obviously, no pitchers as Taylor Rogers was snubbed, in my humble opinion. Sean Duncan has signed. That is our 3rd overall pick in the building. Get a fresh scouting report on him. I know it's very high, but we need to figure out the control and how bad that is. Would it be too bold to put him in single A? Might be a little bold. Yeah, I think we'll keep him in rookie ball, though. All right, so he's signed. So now all we're waiting on is Parker Detmers, our 2nd round pick, and Trey Broussard, our 5th round pick. Also unrelated, Royce Lewis has signed a contract extension. We offered him this last episode. Essentially, I'm just paying out his remaining 2 years of arbitration now. So he's going to get $8 million next year and then 7.5 the year after that. This essentially breaks even. The arbitration projection for him, I think, was like $7 million next year, and then I think $9 or $10 million after that. So, might be a little cheaper for us arbitration wise. He's done great this year. We're at 2.5 WAR, 500 slug. He's got 16 home runs. He stayed pretty healthy. Bruised finger that he just had like an hour of real time ago was the only injury he's had this year. So think getting him extended is good. He's done okay defensively. He does have 4 errors. His zone rating is bad, so hopefully we can get that figured out going forward. But good to get him signed. All right, Broussard signs. So that is our 5th-round pick in the building. Very good. Defensive maestro. The bat's real. Like, he could be on our roster in 2 years. It's kind of crazy to think about. No sign from Parker Detmers. He doesn't have a lot of financial ambition, so he might just be taking a while. There is that idea. Okay. So, All-Star break has concluded. Yeah. Looks like Taj Bradley will come back. And if the fact that I just have 4 starters out, it's fine. So plan rotation wise, Travis Adams will go down when Taj Bradley gets back. And then I'll see how Connor Prelip is doing, but he has essentially 1 start. If he struggles, I might give Rojas a look, or I might just send Rojas back down to AAA. It is annoying that I started him on a major league contract just for 2 innings of work before he got hurt, so that's a little annoying. But that is what it is. So at the moment, it is July 17th. We have exactly 2 weeks until the trade deadline. We're 7 games above 500, which is 2 games back at the division. It's an insanely competitive division this year. Wild card race, we are in the wild card spot. Red Sox, Mariners, Astros close behind. I think with right now, in terms of upcoming free agents, Anthony Bonda, I've been trying to trade since day one. Nobody wants him. Urshela, I'll see who's interested, but in all honesty, his overall went up to a 45. He's been hitting the ball really, really, really well. So I'm a little worried that if we trade him, like, our offense just falls off a cliff. Could be why. Ryan Jeffers, I think we're going to trade no matter what. He has not had a good season thus far at all. Defensively, he's been poor. Like, I might as well give Vic Caratini the bat and see what happens. He is a leader in the clubhouse, so there is that aspect to it. But he is likely gone at the deadline. James Outman's in AAA. Alex Jackson. I doubt anyone will take him, but you never know. And then Taylor Rogers is the big one where we have to make a decision on our closer. Do we want to try to trade Taylor Rogers to maximize our return on a very good closer, 23 saves, sub-1 whip, or do we, try to be serious about this potential playoff run, in which case we might need a good closer. So we'll see. I think I will play through the Cubs series off stream. That way we'll have the 4-game series against the Guardians to open. And then next episode, we'll get to the trade deadline where we will have many, many difficult decisions to make. But that is it. As I said at the top, going to be a shorter episode today. I just wanted to get past the All-Star break. And now we can start turning our attention to the trade deadline and what we want to do as a team. So thank you all for watching. Should have at least one more episode up later this week. So I will see you all then. Have a great day, everyone.